things can come around just like that if everyone is here to celebrate one day. We have our ups and downs, but when there's love, there's always a way. And oh, this time of year, we come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words can say. And I claim that Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what glory this holiday represents, but it's fair to say that Christmas is a magic day. This year I'll think about how I'm so lucky to have a place that I can come home to. Yes, I am on my way. We'll put our differences aside and just enjoy this moment of peace and love and happiness. We come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words can say. And I claim that Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what glory this holiday represents, but it's fair to say that Christmas is a magic day. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words can say. And I claim that Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what glory this holiday represents, but it's fair to say that Christmas is a magic day.
Here we go. Welcome back to the Morning Skate Show. Happy Friday, happy weekend. We are the December 10, 2021. Hopefully an amazing, great day so far. If you live in the Eastern, it's a lunch break. But this is your hockey coach guru, Coach FRENCHY, back in the booth today. We're going to talk about the 10th game happening last night, Thursday night. A lot of surprise happened. We talk about the Edmonton game. We talk about Montreal Canadiens. What about the Marc-André Fleury? You can see on my background the three best goaltender with only three of them in the NHL history with over 500 W between their pipes when they play hockey. We talk about Martin Brodeur. We talk about Patrick Roy. And, of course, we talk about Marc-André Fleury. Did it in Montreal, won the Chicago Blackhawks shut out the Montreal Canadiens by a score of 2-0. Fleury was his 69th shootout during his career with Pittsburgh, Vegas, and Chicago. So really interesting. It was a great game to see Marc-André Fleury. For me, it was really touching. For me, it was also the fact like he was in Montreal in front of his family, about his friends, and about another French Canadian make another milestone in the NHL. And to be this in Montreal, where the fans at the end of the game, about 30 seconds, start to scan his name, Fleury, Fleury, Fleury. That's for me was really unique. And the fact, like also Marc-André Fleury said after the game, he was really touched by the reaction of the crowd. And then also about the couple of players from the Montreal Canadiens stay on the ice to congrats Marc-André Fleury with claps on their stick on the ice. That's a great gesture of front player. Most of them was a French Canadian also. So you can see it was a celebration of Marc-André Fleury everywhere around the NHL. Talk about Marc-André Fleury this morning. And of course, we will talk about the NHL news around a couple of injuries happening in NHL. One is really concerned happening this morning from the New Jersey Devils for Jonathan Bernier. It could be really careful, really maybe an end of his career in NHL. It's something we have to follow up for the next couple of days. But from the Lindy Ruff, he said that it's possible to be the end of the season for him. So it's something. It's a hip problem, and we know as a goaltender, guys, a hip problem could be for long term, and it would be very interesting to see what could happen with Jonathan Briere. So they call up the goaltender for Utica, Schmidt, joined the team this morning on the ice with Mackenzie Blackwood, where the New Jersey Devils guys won yesterday. They won yesterday, and that would be great to see that. Welcome, everybody. Thanks to join us today. First of all, we have Mr. Steve G in the house. Directly from Denver, Colorado. I'm sure Steve is happy with his team right now. The Colorado find a way now to become the real Colorado. Whatever they have a little bit concerned about the goaltending, one thing they are not concerned is the offensive. They can go score. They can score a lot of goals. Of course, that's what they did since the beginning of the season. They're going to try to reach the Minnesota Wild, where they win again last night, and it was a great performance for the Minnesota yesterday. Welcome, Mr. Nicolas de Gobi Bono in the house. Lunch break, Mr. Nicolas. Thanks for joining us today. We have from some reason why at 12 o'clock now, because Michael cannot do it anymore at 11 o'clock in the morning. And for me, it would be better to do it during the lunch break for everybody to bring more people at some point. And the second thing about this part, now it's holidays, so during the day, the people are less at the show in the morning. Plus, we do another show at 5 o'clock. A lot of people come more at 5 o'clock in the color. That's a couple of reasons we have at that moment. And we'll see if it's worth it or not, if we have to consider the show in the morning. But we'll see what could happen and see what Michael can come back. He's out for a couple of weeks without the Hockey National show because he have a job I do at that moment. Why not with Mr. Gabe back in the house, Mr. Gabe? Hopefully an amazing, great day, Mr. Gabe. Thanks for joining us this morning. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. That'd be awesome if you can do that. Why not? Directly from Moncton, New Brunswick, we call him, come on down, Mr. Johnny Goulden. Talk about come on down. Why not to come down to directly from Tampa Bay Lightning #1 fans running the YouTube channels called Mr. Eagle Frank Sports in the house. Hopefully, Mr. Eagle, you're doing well. Hopefully, you're doing an amazing, great day so far. Just tell us a little bit more, Mr. Eagle. Which game are you going to do tonight? If you can tell us, that'd be awesome. Hopefully, Gabe, you're doing well. Gabe, if I can recall it, are you a fan of the St. Louis Blues also? I don't know. I maybe mix you at some point, but I know at some point you are with Tap with Eagle at some point. I enjoy the Blues 6-2. Here we go. That's a great performance. It's really surprised me, the Blues this week, with many injuries they have at that moment, and they continue to perform. Yesterday was the goaltender #4, Charles Lindgren, between the pipes, and they can continue to performing. Detroit right now a little bit shaky. Everybody love Raymond right now is a little bit, maybe his first slump in NHL at that moment. On the flip side, Zegras continues to performing. Anaheim win yesterday. What about the Ducks, guys? What about the Ducks? Again, they win yesterday against the Columbus Blue Jackets. So we're going to talk about through those 10 games. What about the Tampa Bay without Cirelli, without Brendan Point, without Kucherov, and they find a way to beat the Toronto Maple Leafs. Oh, he's a coach. He's missing Marner. It's a 3-4-1. Toronto fans, do you believe your team, Toronto fans, Toronto Maple Leafs, you're going to make the first round this year? You're going to maybe face the Tampa Bay? So that would give us a little bit the see what could happen between both teams. Yesterday, Campbell was shaky a little bit yesterday, but congratulations for the Tampa Bay fans. Also, for Tampa Bay Lightning beat the Toronto Maple Leafs by a score of 5-3. What about Mr. Brad Marchand's son, directly from Boston? Bruins fans and live in Colorado. What about the Boston Bruins? Surprised everybody yesterday, win a score by 3-2. Marchand again, another goal and shot and dead. And also a fourth straight loss by the Edmonton Oilers. I shake my head because I cannot believe it. Fourth time, we know Dressler scored 2 goals, but that team right now is a little bit shaky. They have another slump by another favorite team in the top 10. It's funny, every week, guy, you have a team in the top 10 slump go down with a lot of loss. So it really surprised me, that game, honestly, about that one over there. Penguins visit Capitals and the Jets visit the Canucks. Double header, Mr. Eagle. Awesome. Glad to hear that. Hey, Coach 8, everyone. And when she show up, we always trying to remind her, because her mom and her, they are, you are awesome. Miss Kelly, directly from Toronto, Ontario, in the house tonight. What happening to your team, Kelly, last night? Cannot believe it. They lost again. The Tampa Bay Lightnings. What about Toronto? We talk about Kelly from Toronto. Why not talk about the collaborator and the insider of the Hockey Nation Live show on the show? It's called the warm-up show every day, Monday to Friday at 5 o'clock p.m. He's always here. We call him the ACA Bob Gainey, but we know it's in our tap in the house this morning. Don't forget to click on the likes, guys. That would be great if you can click on the likes. That will helping us to grow and to get better. What about the Cubano? From Cuba, live in South Florida, the cigar, but the guys love and the Florida Panthers. We talk about Mr. Frank Zalazar and the house. From Finland, we call him the Wizard. But one of the best coming every day morning, afternoon, Mr. Vileo in the house this morning. And here's the first prediction of the year. Kelly said, yes, we will pass the first round. So expect to beat the Panthers or expect to beat the Tampa Bay Lightning if you want to go through the first round, I believe. Tampa is going to turn it up like they always do, and they are missing key players. Absolutely right. Great comments from you, Mr. Frank Zalazar, about that one over there. Yes, they are getting down at that moment. Coach, don't get St. Louis Blues, Montreal Canadiens tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Yes, 6 o'clock Central Time, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Of course, we're going to do that game. Gabe, you're welcome to join us tomorrow night. 7 o'clock, we're going to be live stream, play-by-play tomorrow night. Of course, Velio said that yesterday night I found out USA is not a real and the world country is just a conspiracy. All right, I don't know about that. What about Mr. Moy, Mr. Moreau, and Mr. Salut? Mr. Yamo Vertanen in the house. Just finished workout. Here we go. The sauna's coming very soon. After the workout, Yamo will always go to the sauna. Gabe is a huge fan of this. Also, I got super drunk and I hit my head. See, Brad Marchand, you influenced others from people around the world. Brad Marchand, Velio did the same thing like you. Right? It's not good to be drunk. You get hurt. So be careful. See, Coach, I again picked Toronto and they start losing Yamo. I know we lost, me and you, yesterday with Toronto. Not a very great performance yesterday. Prediction for my side, only 6-4. This is because in our tap, but that's another story. But Andy Koivula have an amazing, great night yesterday. By the way, we'll talk about this at 5 o'clock tonight. Eagle, Yamo, my workout, eating chicken, sub, and my break. On my break, here we go. You need to wear a helmet next time. I joke for about that. I just finished my tennis practice. Put the cookie down, Arnold. Here we go. And my cookie. Valeo will be okay. Good morning. Round with Kings 20. We miss you, buddy. Don't forget to click on the likes. That'd be awesome. And thanks to join us this morning. And we appreciate Mr. Round Quit with Kings 20 directly from Utah. Happy about the performance of Los Angeles King yesterday. Again, another shootout. The veteran goaltender Jonathan Quick was unbelievable last night. Stop all the puck and get a shootout. So great performance for your team yesterday about the Kings. Ce soir, j'ai une pratique demain, un match mécanique. Oh wow! Ben, félicitations, Nicolas. Je te souhaite bonne chance demain. Je sais que tu as compté un but la dernière partie. Je pense que tu avais un match nul en passant. Donc, j'espère que tu vas passer une très belle fin de semaine sur la glace. I don't choose the King to win and they end up to winning. That, at least at the end, you are happy, right? And great performance of them. They completely neutralized the Dallas yesterday. I really like what I saw yesterday from the Los Angeles King. The key for me, for the Kings, this guys, is their consistency. They have to perform exactly what they did yesterday. They closed the gap. They really shut down the Dallas. They really protect and front the net. Dowdy have an amazing, a good game, but Jonathan Quick was the star of the game. Dallas could score a couple of goals, but wow, what a performance for the Kings last night. Johnny Golden said for the Montreal prospect tonight, he expect Kidney, Roy, Mizak, a goalie, all play tonight and the American and the OHL and also QM and then WHL. Honestly, on the CHL, that's really what I was looking for. The Canadian Hockey League Junior would be interesting. A couple of players got down now. The Team Canada got Cole Felici. I'm Jesus. Had a difficult time this morning. From the Winnipeg Jets, also Alexander Olds is going to join Sweden team for the World Junior Champion in Edmonton at the end of the month. So great news for both countries to get a couple of players back from the NHL. They are loaned by the NHL team. So Olds is going to play for the Sweden at that moment. That was very a bad pick. I agree with you about that one over there. I should go. I was my intention to get the Kings, but unfortunately I did not listen myself. What is up, Eagle? Australia-born player scored 3 goals. Yes. We talk about Walker. We're going to talk about him in the next couple of minutes. I'm anything but okay. Please help me. Very sure. Eagle fans, not too much, a little under the weather. I try to enjoy the 6+ inches of snow we are getting right now. How are you? Wow. Snow in Utah. Sunshine, cloudy a little bit here in Florida, but warm, 75, 78, I believe, here in Florida. So that's what the weather we have here and around the game. We're going to go through its fun team. Tonight, 7 games on the program. We're going to go also at 5 o'clock. Don't forget to click on the likes. That'd be awesome if you can click on the likes. But also at 5 o'clock tonight, we have a show, the warm-up show, 5 to 6 tonight in ice water. They have a funny pick about Finland a couple of days ago. Some guy was tumbling the ocean. It was like minus 15. God said, we don't recommend this. I don't think so, and I will not do it anyway. But who knows? It could happen. Here we go. The picture of the day at the beginning of the show, guys. Who is this player? Johnny, and on top, Yamo. Anybody else? Did you reveal our prediction result? I thought it was at 5 o'clock. Yeah, it's going to be at 5 o'clock, Mr. Isman. Dude, welcome aboard. Anybody remember these players? Batman claimed that there are no issue or problem with Arizona Canadiens. Is it real? Not a problem. Esmond, dude. Don't forget, guys, click on the likes. That'd be great. Is that Savard? Is it Denis Savard? And the jury said, not this one. The jury said this one. No, it's not. I'm going to do the King do it yesterday. Eagle are Mr. Right in our tap. So I'll give you about 10 more seconds. Anybody can remember these players. I need to bring, some other players about that one over there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It was easy. Where number 7 for the Chicago Blackhawks is Pitt Martin. Pitt Martin, guys, is the winner of this picture. Pitt Martin. Pitt Martin. Nobody remember Pitt Martin? Come on. Let's go. Pitt Martin. Chelios said, no, Chris Chelios, not this one over there. But it's Pitt Martin. That's what happening about that one over there. This is all the total score of the game yesterday. We're going to go through this a little very quickly about that one over there. You can ask your question. You can put your question on the left side. I follow the question the time we talk about the game, and that's what we do about that one over there. Kelly says she won 6-4. What I want to remind you also, because in our tab bring this, first of all, day number 2 of the general manager meeting from the NHL today. It's going to be a busier day today. Yesterday, during there are not many things happening during the first day at the general manager. Let's talking about resume and 1 minute what happening. First of all, the situation Coyotes in Arizona, it was fixed by the owners and mentioned by the Gary Bettman. That's the first one. The second thing, they're going to take care a lot about the impact of the situation with Chicago 2010, bring a new area built by Kim Davis. She's a senior vice president of the whatever they are. It's called a Respect. And Shelton Kennedy was abused many, many years ago. He's a part of this new group of the people. They're going to clarify and bring more the awareness inside the NHL for owners, the staff management, everybody work in NHL, the players, and be sure nothing happen again, everything like that. So great statement from the NHL about that. That's number 2. Number 3, the Pittsburgh is sold to the Fenway Sport Adventure, whatever the last name, for $900 million. It's confirmed. So that's the only thing about that one there. The rest of that's pretty much happening yesterday. I maybe missed one thing, but not a major. Now, the COVID protocol. So today they're going to talk about different things. First of all, the Olympics. They have until January 10 to figure out if they're going to cancel or not. That's number 1. Number 2, the COVID-19 situation about the team, the increasing a number of players getting hurt by the COVID-19 or the team. They were looking about that one. Number 3, the schedule. If something they go, it did not go. Because right now they have a break for 3 weeks in February. If not, that changed completely the schedule and for the option B, everything like that. So they look about that one over there. Number 4, they're looking about the effect for the... something I'm missing. About the effect for the playoff and the draft, everything like that. They're very date important about this. And they talk about also the suspension, about the slow foot situation in NHL, and then that a lot of players get hurt more. So they look about that situation. The mental illness is another subject considered by Kim Davis going to be mentioned. So that's pretty much what they have today during the general manager meeting in NHL. So you're going to have a resume of this during the weekend for the Hockey Nation Live show. And that's pretty much what we have at that moment. Eagle Sport, they played their best game of the year. Quick was 56 shootout of the career. I took New York because I took Nashville. I went back. Next salary cap projected to 82.5. That's the one I was looking about this. For the next 3 years, guys, it was projected at some point, but not accepted to increase the salary cap for $1 million for 3 years. Then after that, they would jump for $5.8 million, if I can recall it, or 5.9, almost $6 million at year number 4. And at some point, they tried to reach the $92 million. And then after that, they will try to reach the $100 million for the salary cap on the period, maybe from 8 to 10 years from today. So that's what they're looking about that one over there. Snow Dog was at the game. It was a great effect of Snow Dog yesterday to do the play-by-play during the game. He was on the glass at the end today. What about John Gregor in the house tonight? Don't forget to click on the likes, everybody. My best pick was picking the Bruins. Yes, you had 3 people or 4 people took the Bruins yesterday. John Gregor, Andy Koivula, Kelly, or someone else picked the Bruins. Was very surprised about me. A lot of shootout yesterday, guys. We talk about 3 shootout. Congratulations to Jonathan Quick, Marc-André Fleury, and also Connor Hellebuck. They shoot out the Seattle Kraken yesterday by a score of 3-0 for the Winnipeg Jets. So that's what happened about this. Let's talk about the first game of the night between the Toronto and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Final score, Tampa Bay 5, Toronto Maple Leafs 3. Belmar, Stamkos, Palat, Radish, Palat, and score for the Tampa Bay guys. Stamkos, guys, have 4 points yesterday. 4 points. 1 goal, 3 assists. He's a top 5, I believe, a number of points in NHL. The veteran Stamkos wake up very well, have an amazing, great year, and he continues to perform without the other people in the team. The reply for the Toronto, 2 goals from Case. Is 7 and 8 of the season, guys. He's doing very well with the Toronto Maple Leafs this season. And William Nylander, again, on power play, score is 12 of the season. But not good enough, guys, for the Toronto to win that W. Vasilevsky won last night. Campbell lost. Usually, Campbell does very well in Toronto, but unfortunately, Tampa Bay was too much for the Toronto Maple Leafs last night, and they win by a score of 5-3. You know exactly what's happening on Montreal Canadiens if you follow me on the live stream and play-by-play. The Chicago Blackhawks beat the Montreal Canadiens. I'll be honest with you, with all my respect for the both team. That was one of the boring games I never do as a live stream. It was completely bad execution for both teams. Gave away puck, turnover. It was not. They cannot pass the puck 3 times. How bad it was. Not many opportunities. At the end of the day, it was just a bad game. I understand the mistake of Romanov at some point. The good news for the Montreal Canadiens during that loss, but first, it's still at the bottom in NHL, so that's good. The second thing, I like the fact Duchamp played Poland, Caulfield yesterday. I'm sad for Ilonen. Duchamp right now play at 3 line. I don't understand that. He should play at 4 line, but he played at 3 line. The 4 line play only 7 minutes yesterday. So I don't get it, but that's the way he coached, and I'm okay with that. It is, right? But again, the Poland play a solid game for me. Caulfield, this problem, Caulfield is easy for me. He had to shoot the puck. And he tried to do another step. So when we talk about this on the hockey coach, eliminate, keep this simple. Rip the puck. And now try to go another step, so another stick angling, or you try to pass the puck. No, come in, go a great entrance, and then rip the puck. Put that rocket on the goalie. Then we're going to see from there. So for me, the only thing is lack for me right now, Caulfield, is the shooting puck. He need to have a game, at least 3, 4, 5, 6 shoot per game. That's what we need to do about that one over there. Overall, he did not play a bad game again for the Montreal Canadiens. Romanov, although the fact he make a big mistake for the second goal of Backstrom, gave away puck. Romanov have a solid game. And for Jake Allen was the one. The rest was just like now finished, not many opportunities. For Chicago, first goal of the captain, Jonathan Tace, this last night, first of the season on power play goal. He tipped the puck and the puck over the shoulder of Allen. On the flip side, again, the new players, the Los Angeles King, was involved with a turnover on that one because he wasn't a penalty box. Remember, the first goal at Tampa Bay was because his mistake. Not much impressed by the kids. And I think Chum, he looked like he's thinking he's Bobby Orr, but he put him on the first unit power play. So for me, Chum is really out-coached. He's really behind coach. I don't know the pressure he got. I don't know why he's not realized his adjustment, what's going on the ice. But for me, I don't get it, honestly. When you have a Chris Whiteman, you have 9 point or 8 point, 6 of them on power play. And but you go with the new players. So what happening for that? When you do that, the other players, guy, they got frustrated. So why the new kids now pick up the power play one? I just don't get it from the Chum at that moment. My best pick was this. Let's move on a little bit more. I did pick the Bruins too, Valeo. Here we go. For Av fans deserve better. They deserve the right team. I think I got only 2 or 3 rounds. Stamkos is the captain clutch. He gave away, that was the tempo to win. The Towers, at the end of the game, the Star was trying to make things happen when nothing was there. He got them in trouble. What is old stats in Toronto? He's on a trade bait, Valeo, at that moment. And the situation, reason why nothing happened at that moment, Valeo, is because injury at Ramis Sandin and also Travis Dermott. So they try to be a little bit careful about before they trade a defenseman at that moment. Did not Montreal play Tampa Bay closeout? Could they leave? Summertime, I believe it was Coach mentioned a game. Eagle, I mentioned that last night. It's been leading many goals the past 5 games. They was winning most of the game too. Eagle, get a both have the beat Carolina this year. I love my Blues team. They were doing good this year. Hope they can keep up and St. Louis Blues can win the Stanley Cup. I don't know, Gabe, if they win the Stanley Cup, but I will tell you something. And I always said to the people, it's not about winning the Stanley Cup. It's to get a team win on the consistency time or regularly, or if the team is excited to watch the game, to watching them to play. And right now, that's what they're doing. And everybody's, in Montreal or Islanders or Flyers or, the injuries is a part of the excuse. Then after the COVID-19, the St. Louis Blues guy play with 10 forward. Not a problem, we win. We play with 11 forward. Not a problem, we win. We use a 4th goaltender. It's not a problem, we win. We have to give credit for the St. Louis Blues right now. We have to give credit for Greg Berube. We have to give credit to those kind of players like Thomas Buchnevich. We talk about O'Reilly, Shen, Tarasenko, and the defensemen over there. They delivery, at least. They try hard every single night. And I think we have to give credit for Greg Berube right now. The St. Louis Blues are doing very well without, Perron and all the kind of other players inside that team at that moment. So, credo for the St. Louis Blues. And yesterday they win the 6-2 against Detroit, where everybody loved Raymond start to struggle. And Detroit right now lost a couple of games recently. They look like a little bit more fragile at that moment, but St. Louis take advantage, and I'm sure they will do another great cook dinner against the Montreal Canadiens tomorrow night. Hey, Gabe, hello, Kelly. Montreal has the most injury game in the league. By far, average of 6.4 per game at this record giving deck. Hello, in our top. Yamo. Perron is coming back for some good news, and the Finnish Mikola is starting to play good. And this league, how you do for you pick last night. Mo 6-4, Yamo Moi. Unfortunately, injury for Uso and Lucky Damon Cole's case was playing great. I agree with you about that one, Evelio, about that. Guys, don't forget to click on the likes. That'd be awesome. Let's move on for the game. Did Coach do better? Not at all. Coach is not good on prediction because in our top makes me completely. That's another story I can tell you at 5 o'clock today. Anaheim Ducks guys went a shootout yesterday, 2-1 against the Columbus Blue Jacket. Better performance overall. The Columbus Blue Jacket, they struggled for the last couple of games, and they gave a lot of goal. And the fact that Meslikin make a good save that will help. Gibson was also good between the pipe for the Anaheim Ducks. They play without the captain Gislav, and the kids over there have a great time, and the team found the story of that game, guys, was more about during the shootout, where the first of all Zegras scored a goal, and he go in front of the team for Columbus with now looking at them, but barking a little bit to his own teammates or anything like that. Looked like Columbus did not like it. The next shooter, it was Voracek. Voracek shoot and score a goal. Now he won in front the the Anaheim Ducks, and then he back to them. He make another gesture to Anaheim, and now you can see both teams right now. They look each other, and they are not happy about that one over there. Finally, Anaheim score a goal, and Gibson make a save. And at the end of the game, the both team was barking each other. Gibson waved to Voracek, everything like that. So I can't wait for the next game between Columbus and Anaheim, because that will be a story is going to continue or to be continued for the both team about that. If you watch the shootout, that's something to pay attention. Zegras and oh my God, score for Anaheim. I cannot remember the last one anyway. And they will find a way to win again. Anaheim continues to stay on the top of the Pacific Division. Hey, what's up? Moi, Alexandra, Veleo, Palissa. Game number 4. Do you believe the New York Islanders going to win inside their barn in 2021? That was their 7 attempts at home to win, and they are 0-5-2 and New York Islanders. The Nashville Predators are losing 3-2 with 10 minutes to go. They come back with 2 goals and to beat the New York Islanders yesterday by a score of 4-3. Again, that's sad to see that. We know the big story of the evening. It was the fight between Chara and Trenin, where Trenin see who Chara can hit solidly. And but again, Trenin respond because he tied the game at 12:31 at the third period, and then 12 tips the puck of the shoot from the blue line at 19:48. So Islanders lost their game, guys, at the last 10 seconds of the game, and to steal the game and win 4-3 over the Islanders. Thompson scored 2nd of the year for the New York Islanders. Anders Lee, 7th of the year on power play. Then Zizarnik scored his first goal with Islanders it was the reply for the New York Islanders, but not good enough to beat the Nashville Predator. Now they are 15-10-1 at that moment. So Nashville find a way to come back and win that game. So very tight game overall, but not good enough for the Islanders to win at home, obviously. I mentioned about with Gabe, the winner of the St. Louis Blues, but yesterday was all about Walker, the Australia players. Scored a hat trick yesterday in NHL. Perico, Scadella, and Barbashev. Barbashev got 9 goals this year with the St. Louis Blues. Great performance for them, but not good enough for Fabry. Scored the 2 goals for the Detroit Red Wings, 7 and 8 of the season. Nedeljkovic was between the pipes versus Charlie Lindgren. If you're a Montreal Canadiens fans, you remember Charlie Lindgren was draft pick by the Montreal Canadiens at some point about that one over there. Zegra is very talented, but he has to learn to be humble. That's a great slap job. I agree with you on our top. Don't be shocked if they send play Tampa Bay tough. If we the draft game for the Bulls. Shara fight Trenin, but Trenin did score after that. Yamo, coming out a big W. I can see that come a trap game. I agree with you about that one over there, both of you. Johnny Gold right said it would be great to play in Montreal. Of course. And you know, it's funny, like, guys, you learn when you work in hockey. The people are really careful about what they said, and we have to be careful what they have to say something. Like Marc-André Fleury, they ask him, would you like to play in Montreal? Of course he would say yes. He just got a standing ovation. He would not go and say, no, I don't want to play in Montreal. Of course he would say, I want to go back to play in Montreal one day. You know what I mean? Like, she right, and when that's going to say, you know, I'm not going to play in Montreal. It's the team. If someone asks him the same question, do you want to play in Arizona? I'm sure he would say, I want to play in Arizona. You know, they don't want to put, wake up, you know, make some drama and be careful about what he said. You know, I think for them, they want to play in NHL first. Of course, you know, it's like anybody else. You have a choice to play in Arizona with an empty rink where all the drama there, or play in Montreal or play in Vancouver. You know, you prefer those times the team, but I can understand Johnny, his comments about that one over there for sure. Laval play tonight. Yes, Johnny, I was going to mention this a bit later. Coach, will you give Kakuk for Elichak and Fabry? Saddle Cracker had really one Krakow every day. New offer about that. Fabry play for Yamo for Detroit. So I don't know if you talk about another Fabry, but Olejchak is with Seattle, but Fabry is with. So are you talking about a three-team trade? 0-5-2 and home ice for the Ducks, not the longest home arena opening, losing 20. Who is Seattle Cracker head? That's a good question, by the way. Ledreau said, I don't want to play in Quebec. No, he did. That's another story about that one, Mr. Inotap. Right about this. Yamo, can you remind me? Guys, don't forget to click on the likes. Calgary, guys, and the Carolina Hurricanes. It was a great game to watch. After we did the Montreal Canadiens, we followed all the games during the night. I love to do that the evening. We stay late and we talk and we exchange. Everything like that is fun. But at the end of the day, we watched a lot of the game. And then that game was really excited to watch. A playoff game. It reminded me a little bit what happened with Dallas, with Vegas last week. And Calgary, maybe. It was a really good game for Vegas last week. I cannot remember who would play again. I think it was Calgary. Anyway, at home, Calgary lost in OT yesterday. Calgary lost a lot of game in OT this year. I can recall it easily three of them because I saw them. But not many goals for the two teams can score goal. Great performance overall, the Anderson and Max Strom. Calgary did not capitalize. They should win this game better, like 5-2. Three times at least the puck was going in. Teravainen, Slavin, and Ao, I believe, they stopped the puck at the goal line three times. And they have a couple of power play. Calgary, but cannot find a way to score a goal last night and to beat the Hurricane. On the flip side, Carolina find a way to win a big game on the road. After they got a couple of 2 weeks difficult to Carolina, now they're starting to come back who they are, play the kind of management game, recognize really Rob Brindamo requests, and he won for his players. And a very tight game, good game to watch, excited game to be honest with you. Sometimes the score, if you look about 2-0 Montreal, 2-1 Calgary, so, oh my God, both game was boring. Not Calgary. This was up and down, up and down, up and down, everything like that. On the Calgary Flames, and I want to remember, they sent down Veli McKee, the defenseman, who had a good year last season. He got beat on his job by Killington this season. But you have to give credit for the Hurricane win on the road at the Settle Down. Great performance overall about that one over there. Nedros does not like Putin, the Pen Cap game and the Jet Canucks game and calling tonight. Coach, what game are you tonight? I was waiting for you, what you're going to do. Possible I would if you do the Pens, I will maybe go to do the Rangers, but I'm not sure yet. We'll see. But I will do one at 7 o'clock for sure. I don't want to finish too late tonight. I have to be a busy weekend referee. But I will definitely continue until 11 o'clock tonight. The best joke are late at night, Coach. Yes, we are right about that. Yes, Robbie Fabry and Olejchak for Kako. But now I see he put Fabry on the waiver. No. Detroit did not put Fabry on the waiver. Yamo. I will decline more Yamo. Penny Cap are going over. Or under. I like the last two games. That's very interesting, Esmond. There's a team really difficult I called tonight. You have Yari on one side, Samsonov on the other side. I don't know. Is it 5.5? If it's 5.5, I will go over. It's a 6, I will be a little bit careful. Sorry, it was supposed to go to my own goal, but if you look, the point Kako for days 2 would be good move. Hey, Coach Joey Ramata for the Rangers and the house. Oh my God, I was lost. Now I thought we were talking about the NHL guys. So I apologize for that one over there. You guys have to put fantasy first, sir. Kako is not going anywhere, Joey said. I know, Joey, we talk about the fantasy hockey. Me too. I got I thought it was NHL OMG. Guys, don't forget to click on the like. That'd be awesome. The Boston Bruins, guy, again, the Edmonton Oilers. OMG. 3-2, guys. I don't know what's going on with Edmonton Oilers. I didn't watch the game barely because I was watching the Calgary game and they are at the same time. But Boston found a way to win this game. I think it was, let me check again. It was a power play goal, I think, for the third goal. No, it was not a power play goal. It was a Krejcik scored his first goal of the season at 17:27 to give the lead to the Boston Bruins and to beat the Oilers 3-2. Tresolo scored his 22nd, 23rd goal of the season. Guys, unbelievable. And obviously not good enough. 4 last straight for the Edmonton Oilers. I never thought this would happen to them. DeBrusque scored his 5th goal of the season on power play. And fun is that we know Louis DeBrusque play in the NHL now is the play-by-play with the Edmonton Oilers. That's pretty unique. And then you have Brett Marchand and Shorten is 10 of the season. And that's the way the Bruins beat the Edmonton Oilers. McDavid, again, quiet on this goal. You have 2 assists yesterday with Dyson Barrie. But again, 2 goals on power play. Not good enough to beat the Boston Bruins, where they have 3 points in the last 2 games. You have to give credit for the Boston Bruins to be on the road like this and to get 3 points a bit surprised me. Move on to the next game, the Winnipeg Jets. Again, the Kraken, guys, 3-0. Alibak, unbelievable. What about Kyle Connor? I would not be surprised, guys, if Kyle Connor finished the top 5 best scorer in NHL this season. He continues to produce. He's doing absolutely great thing for the Winnipeg. And when he's on, Winnipeg most win those games. Alibak stopped all the puck again, the Kraken. Not bad performance of Grobauer, but not good enough for the Kraken, where they have, like Montreal, cannot score a goal per game. And that's the problem they get. Is the score you see 3-0 today is the same score you're going to see all year long with the Kraken. The guy would be 2-1, 3-1, 3-2. That's the kind of the team they are at that moment. So that would be, thinking about this one over there would be interesting to see how they're going to respond for the next couple of games. What Seattle lost the last 2 games about that. Be a little bit more patient. I guarantee Kako will get 2 goals tonight. Honestly, Joey, I think Kako, we have to give credit for the last 3 weeks, play a good hockey for the team, like the team also. I believe he played a role really important in that side of that team. He's a big guy, guys. He's a big forward. It's just question for time at the young age like he is, confidence. And he got it this year by Gérard Gallin versus Dan Quinn last season. And I think he showed a lot, he showed it a lot on the ice for me. Sometimes it's not about scoring goal, guy. It's a puck retrieval, the winning the battle against the board, everything like that. Kaku does all the kind of stuff like that. Of course, we like to see him with 10 goals, 12, 15 goals. I understand that. But I think right now he's way better at that moment. I never see from Kaku at that moment. It's all about confidence on my way, Joey, about him. Yes, man, dude, I think they will all win, but how much are they said? I have a 1 point. I have 1 point. Avalanche scoring more at 3.5. 2 Florida to win. The Rangers to win. Does this sound good? Yes, S-Man. I all in about that one over there for sure. S-Man, dude, I think they all win, but how much are they said? Joey Ramata, yes, today Rangers will score plus 5 goals tonight. Yes, my scoring prediction, Rangers to win. Goalie Kako 2. Alexander Strom, yo. Hey, Coach, Richard Marlin in the house. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. That'll be awesome. 2 more games. We want to talk about this very quickly. First of all, the Los Angeles Kings beat the Dallas Stars. Great performance. The Kings. Jonathan Quick was good. Mr. Ron Quinn, Kings 20, said that 56-58 shootout by Quick. Listen, they respond at the end. It was 2-0 for a long time. They scored the end of the empty net. But the Kings played very solid game. I love the way the system was yesterday. Very good execution for the Kings yesterday. And Dallas, after they play a back-to-back game, they cannot find the way to score yesterday. That's their second loss after they win 7 straight, I believe. So that's something they have to figure out. But it's a team right now, the Dallas Stars, where they have no answer for the Los Angeles Kings yesterday. After a bad performance the game prior to that one. Finally, the last game, the Minnesota Wild beat the San Jose Sharks by a score 5-2. The score don't show exactly the game because you have 2 goals on the empty net. Kaprizov finished the game with an empty net also. And then they beat the San Jose Sharks. You have no answer for the Wild. They are straight at 8 right now. The Minnesota Wild is the best team in NHL at that moment. You have to give credit for the team. Dean Evason behind the bench does an amazing, great job over there. You know, and Fiala have a score yesterday. It was only his 4th of the season. But you have other players pick it up over there. The defenseman is great. The goaltender make the job. But yesterday, San Jose could have no answer for the Minnesota Wild. And we'll see what they're going to do in the next game. But wow, what a strike for the Minnesota Wild at that moment about that. How ironic. Boudreau scored his first career goal against Jimmy Rutherford. Yes, sir, my friend was coming to tell you this in a few minutes. My hair hurt now. Don't shoot. Richard. So that's what happened yesterday in NHL. We have a couple, 10 more minutes to go through a couple of things. How about that? That's finished after we always gave the 3-star of the night. What about Steven Stamkos, guys? Unbelievable season, Mr. Stamkos. 1 goal last night, guys. 1 goal. And how many assists, coach? Yes, you're absolutely right. In our tap, it's 3. You know that. In our tap, it's 3. So he had 4 points last night. Stamkos is now the number 5 and the point, guys, in NHL. You have to give credit for him about that. 32 point square with Kirill and Kaprizov, and Kadri is 34, Ovechkin 41, and now Draisaitl and McDavid are at 45. So we have to give credit for them, the way they perform for the Steven Stamkos. That's why he got the 3rd star of the game. What about the Austria, the Skippy, the Ganguru, Mr. Walker for the Minnesota Wild? Scored a hat trick yesterday for the St. Louis Blues. Sorry about that. I said Minnesota, jeez. And he scored 3 goals, 2nd star in the evening. What about Mr. Marc-Andre Fleury, the 500 goal winning for the Chicago Blackhawks goaltender? Marc-Andre Fleury did it against the Montreal Canadiens. This is a 3-star, and they are produced by the Hockey National Show. So the people run the Hockey National Show decide to give the 3-star. So just want to share with you about that one over there. And tonight, we have 7 games on the program. We have Rangers, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Washington. We have Nashville and Devils. We have Detroit, Colorado. Oof, that would be ugly on that game, I believe. Florida and Arizona. That would be ugly, that game also. Barkov is back in the lineup. Duclair is back. Bobrovsky should be between the pipes. Good game at 10 o'clock, guys, to watch. The Winnipeg Jets against Vancouver Canucks. That will be interesting how Canucks can handle the Jets after they win yesterday 3-0. Finally, that will be ugly also. Vegas, Flyers. And if you want to go a parlay right now on my book, I took Vegas, Florida, Colorado, Nashville. Nashville. Yeah, that's possible. And I take Rangers. So Rangers, Colorado, Florida, Vegas. I put a little 20 on that one over there. Parlay straight. And we'll see what will be the result of those 4 games. But that will be the way I will do that for me tonight. Richard, a quick pass save last night was amazing. Yes, sir. Cap Class Stamkos. Eagle, I agree with you. 1st star of the week at Dominic Charm. Dan Ogilvy, Mr. Dixon. I agree with you about that. No, this is not. But Walker vient de l'Australie. Yes, sir, mon Nicolas. Il vient de l'Australie. Un petit kangourou. Coach John Cooper, 400. Yes, yeah, 400. Because it's right here. Eagles. Yes. 400 when John Cooper. The good thing about him also, he become the fastest goal coach to get 400. Congratulations, Mr. John Cooper. He did it, and he did it again. Michael Robinstein, hello Zipping and fun from work. Hello Guru Frenchy and Otap and the rest of the people. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes before you leave. That'd be awesome. That'd be great if you can do that. We'll defend the tonight live track. There may be a lot of blowout tonight. I agree with you about that one. There. So happy Barkov is back. Sorry, I shoot two. Tampa Bay Legion, a goal. Canucks will win tonight. Great prediction from Kelly tonight. Canucks beat the Winnipeg Jets. Jamo received a visit from Seattle Kraken to head Femin, Moy and Fabry. Let's go back where we are earlier. I think we are here now. Marc-Andre Fleury, guys, he became the fewest game to win a 500 game at 901. Martin Brodeur was 908, and Patrick Roy was 933. So congratulations, Marc-Andre Fleury. By the fact he did that, he got a 500, and he said, "Oh, coach, you cut his face." No, it's the picture. Don't tell to anybody. Picture of 500 W by the Marc-Andre Fleury. Let's move on to the next one. And I want to mention the most career win in NHL history. Brodeur, 691. Hall of Famer. Patrick Roy, Hall of Famer, 551. Yes, and yes. Marc-Andre Fleury guy is going to become a Hall of Famer when he be retired. Like Roberto Luengo. Do not be worried about that. This is the statement for the top 10 team in NHL at that moment. Here we go. The Minnesota number 1 in NHL at 750. They have Florida number 2. If they win tonight, go over Minnesota. We have Washington number 3. Tampa Bay number 4. Toronto number 5. Guys, the top 5 in NHL are coming from the 3 of them are coming from Atlantic Division. Unbelievable. Then Carolina. Then we have Rangers on the Metropolitan. Then we have Calgary, Ducks, and Edmonton, all 3 on the West Division. Unbelievable year so far in NHL. And to see Anaheim Ducks guy, number 9, and if they are fighting with the top at the top in NHL, that's pretty amazing for me. They are 625. But what about Carolina? What about the New York Rangers? Right? And what about the Tampa Bay, the Washington? There's going to be a race, and you can tell me who's going to Stanley Cup. I would say to you, I have no clue. I don't know. But maybe you know it, but you won't tell me. I don't know. It's up to you. And, of course, Mr. Inotap, he said, Jim Rutherford, president of the hockey operation now, named yesterday by the Canucks, Vancouver Canucks, and also GM interim. We know Jim Rutherford, he'd make a trade. He trade a lot. That's what he does. He's been all the guy busy all the time. He like to trade. Would be interesting if we're going to make a trade or wait to hire a new GM. Until then, like Edmonton said, of course, it's a joke, but Bruce Boudreau goal, his first goal in NHL, it was, again, Jim Rutherford. Yeah, absolutely right about that. Johnny said, can you feel a deal coming between the Canucks and... Yes, I do. But it depends what you get in return. Because, Johnny, they will not trade the first round pick over there. I don't expect they would trade. I don't expect if they trade with Montreal to involve a first round pick when Montreal is looking for picks at that moment. So you have to be careful. Montreal are not in the situation, guys, to get players to players. What they're looking for, prospect and picks. That's what they're looking for. And I don't know Jim will be open about that one over there. But that's what Montreal have to look about this. I believe for Montreal Canadiens, they play the patient card, wait at the trade deadline, and then shifting after that. That would be my biggest, that's what would be my plan for the Montreal Canadiens. I don't know what Vancouver is going to do about that one over there. Talk about guy is not great. It's Flowers. I'm really, really concerned about the Flowers guy. This will be another cleanup over there. I expect a couple of players. I expect they will trade Claude Giroux over there. I would not be surprised they trade at some point Martin Jones over there. Ristolainen could be another defenseman going to be in demand and maybe trade. He become a UFA at the end of the year. That's another one over there. Cam Atkinson could be on the market. I'm not sure. But the Flowers guy is going to be open for trade as a sailor at some point. This is a mess of Flowers at that moment. All the team has a problem. The Flowers are in the trouble in my book tonight. Don't steal my prediction. Kelly to Inotap. I have a feeling Fleury get a trade to Edmonton, a trade deadline. Great comment, Joey, about that one over there. and I don't talk because I'm thinking about this. If they have a choice, I feel Fleury will go to Colorado. I know, Joey, you feel it's Edmonton, and he is really there. I feel I have two teams looking for Fleury. It's Edmonton and Colorado. I feel Colorado fit more on Fleury situation. My book over there. I believe if I was Marc-André Fleury, I can go to Colorado and resign a contract for 3 years at $4 million. Bing, bang, bomb. This Colorado make an amazing, great deal over there. If I Joe Sakic, I talk with Fleury, I sit with him, we make a plan for 4 years. You come in here, finish your year, all right? You have 7.5, that's it, that's all. Can you resign for 3 more years at $4 million? That would be a steal, and money is great for Colorado to have a low goaler like Fleury. This is I should be GM. Just kidding. But that's what happened about that. Where's Montreal in our tap? Just flip upside down. You're going to see Montreal in our tap. Salut, t'es en live ce soir, mon As fans. Welcome aboard. Yes, sir, mon homme. On va être en live ce soir. Don't forget to click on the likes. That'd be awesome if you don't mind. Trade time go to Tampa Eagle. Unfortunately, you have the best goaltender in the world. You don't need goaltender, Eagle. You're really demanding Eagle right now. You try to completely destroy the league in NHL. Share. That's just kidding, buddy. Yeah, unfortunately, Tampa don't looking for that. Tampa is going to have their Julien Brisebois tricks and the hat. And boom! He make a trade for a first-round pick, and he's going to get a top 6 players at some point over there. I'm going to make you a long shot today, right now. Claude Giroux will be traded at the Tampa Bay Lightning at the trade deadline. Remember what I just said. Vegas on fire, bad game on Flyers. Vegas on fire, bad game for the Flyers. Yes, yeah, more about that one over there. Does Vancouver have a good prospect pool? Not too bad, Johnny. They have a couple of good players over there for them. Honestly, we know what they have already. The Hollander, Oglander is a great one over there, right? It's a guy. It's a team right now. They have. He's doing for 2nd year, I think, right now, in the NHL. So I think that's good for them. They have the Russian kid, the puck. I always have a difficult time to pronounce his name. Bodzenkin or anything like that. That's another one over there. They have right now with the team, so that's a good one. After that, you have to go with, William Lockwood. It's another one, but I don't think so he will get. I try to get a little bit more name you can know about that one over there. Well, I'm getting there to give you this one. The prospect overall is not bad, but the best for them they have right now is Podkolzin. That's the really one they have, and right now they have. So for me, that's for Montreal and Vancouver. It's not a good match for the Montreal Canadiens at some point. I can go back here, by the way. Kalamisa would be a bold eagle. That would be another pick over there about that one over there. We said that last night. Wait a minute. That's Vancouver. Good. Just make it for the end. Kill up Salsa. Thank you so much. Don't forget to click on the likes, guys. That'd be great. Est-ce que Price va aller aux Jeux Olympiques cette année? Very curious about this Advent. Tout dépend comment il va se recouvrir après sa blessure. Il se prépare. It's funny, guys, because the question is French about is Price coming back for the Olympics? Is he back? He's going to Olympics. It looked like right now, for me, that's what he's doing. He's a training camp right now. He starts skating. He starts to prepare. He's going to get a shot at the end of the month. And then January he'll be ready. He's going to have a couple of games in NHL, 4 or 5, and boom, he's going to be at the Olympics. So it'll be interesting what will be the answer of the NHL today. But for what we heard, you have some concern for the players. The NHL cannot do anything. The decision is going to be from the players. But some players have some concern about that one there. We said that last night, Coach. Avalanche is definitely a probable landing spot for him. The big one also have shown interest bringing back Fleury, so that could be happen too. I would say this, Joey. 1 month ago, I would say yes. But now Jarry, he performs so good. The only way they can get Fleury back over there is get a lower money contract, like I said, a $4 million, a $3.5 million to stay at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh cannot afford to have 2 goaltenders at $5 million. That would be too difficult for them. Now, remember, Pittsburgh have a lot of decision to do also at some point. Letang, Malkin, 2-player guy can be on the UFA and it could be at the market at the trade deadline. That's not good news for Montreal. Why, Coach? Come on. Because do you prefer Letang or Chariot? That's what happened. His price dans la pause olympique, est-ce qu'Anderson va le remplacer? Oh, no, because Anderson is a Sweden goaltender, Abs. Are you talking about Josh Anderson? He's a forward. He will never make the team. No, c'est, il vient de la Suède, mon ami. Kucherov, a point injury will extend to the playoff, Eagle. Yeah, we'll see what happened. About Johnny Giromo is Vancouver prospect, not a top prospect, but not a bad defenseman. Yes, like Radorn. There's another one over there. Yeah, the Kucherov rule, Eagle said to Mr. In our tab said to Mr. Eagle about that one over there. Like I mentioned, guys, 7 games on the program tonight. We have a show at 5 o'clock today. I ask you, don't forget to click on the likes. That'll be awesome. During the weekend, guys, you can email me. I forgot to set this the Friday night with in our tab. Also, we do like a game night. It's called a Friday fun night show. But I want to remind you, if you want to send me your prediction before, you can send it to my email, coach@coachfrenchy.com. I took them. Some of you do it during the weekend. Yamu does this. Andy Kuivola does this. Someone else does this. I think Clay did at some point. And so you can send me this, guys, at any time, your prediction. If you cannot be at the show the evening, I understand not everybody can make it. Also, send me your feedback about the show at 12 o'clock. We are on the transition right now. Okay, do we go at 12? Do we do 11? Do we keep that format about that? Do you like the new format I create myself? Because Michael is not there. When Michael was running the show, he was more about the games, and I was more the analyst of the goals game. Now, by myself, I try to go more discuss with you guys. I prefer to have a conversation with you, with your question. For me, it's easier to do that. So let me your feedback. We'll see. And we try to grow. I think we have that channel right now growing slowly. I wish it would be more, but we have to be patient. But we try to get a 4,000 subscriber. And we're going to be back again at 5 o'clock tonight. Or we'll be back also at 7 o'clock. And I don't know which game, because right now, Mr. Eagle, look like the game is not on the ESPN Plus. The game between the Rangers and Buffalo, so I may be jumping also Pittsburgh, but we'll see what's happening during the day. If Pittsburgh is still in the playoff chase, they won't trade Malkin and Letang. Possible about that. Malkin, I see him with the Panthers guy. Watch out at that one over there at the end. Pittsburgh going to trade Malkin to the Florida Panthers. That is the right move for Tampa Bay. About that, Storm, the coach should join us later tonight. My favorite time is the warm-up show. Thank you so much. Anyway, you can see Jeff Gordon making a trade before they hire a new GM, or you would play upside the deal too good to turn down. You have to be absolutely a great deal before. If not, he will not trade. I think Gordon right now is on I call this the mode evaluation. He watch, he observe, he look, he hear, he take a note, and he will going to come back with his own statement after that. He's a really guy watching what's going on with their body language, the positivity, the energy, the passion, the dedication, the perseverance, and they all looking about that one over there. He walk, he hear. He walk, he listen. He never talk. He watch, he observes, he takes a note. That would be Jeff Gordon right now until the next couple of weeks. During the time, he's starting his own process of interview, his agent, his ex-players, everything like that. And I'm going to make a video, if I hope to do it, about that, what is be the next, or who are right now on the race to win that GM job. It'll be interesting to see that the next couple of weeks. We have to wait until after the holidays for that one over there. Isman, Lotto machine down. I need online betting account, but that's not like a trouble. Yes, Panic Cap and Jet Canucks tonight. I think that will be the game of the night tonight. I think the second game will be a great game to watch. At some point, I will do it, but I will not do it all the way. As fans, Alan Dwight échangé au Sabres ou au Sénateur à date des limites de transaction. Pas vraiment mon as, parce qu'on n'a pas de gardien de but dans l'organisation des Canadiens de Montréal. Donc, si tu échanges un élément comme lui, c'est que at some time, guys, we cannot trade for trade. You have the salary cap play a big role. The problem with Jake Allen, it's not a problem, but it is. He's a great goaltender. He costs you nothing. And you need this on your salary cap. You don't have anybody at anywhere at that moment in NHL, a goaltender below at $2.5 million and number one goaltender like Jake Allen. Montreal make a mistake if they trade Jake Allen. They have nobody. You're going to suffer with Montembeault and Primo. Oh, yeah, Carey Price. But Carey Price, we tried to trade him. That's the value of Carey Price. The value of Carey Price versus the value of Jake Allen is completely different. You're not going to get a first-round pick only for Jake Allen versus Carey Price can bring you a prospect and a first-round pick at some point. Whatever you have to retaining some money, at least you open up. You keep Jake Allen for 1 year. He's only 31. Bring him at 32 next season. Give him a contract for 3 years. Give him $4 million. You still are fine. We're still at a rebuilding situation. Now you rebuild with Jake Allen, and that's okay. And then that's the way, that would be my line of thinking about the Montreal Canadiens at that moment. Nothing wrong about you as fans. I just try to give you another perspective of what I'm thinking right now. The Pens visit the Caps. Eagle, oui, mais c'est vrai. Mais si Price revient, il va le garder pour une autre année, Jake Allen. Là, Allen va être échangé l'an prochain. Il n'y a plus de contrat après ça. Il va avoir une valeur plus sûre après ça. Il devient un UFA. Donc, c'est là que tu l'échanges dans sa dernière année de contrat, mon homme. Kraken are glad they never took Price in that expansion draft. It's a blessing for them. What's your take on Norlander comments about 8 homesick? Any worry? I did not hear too much about this, Johnny, to be honest with you. I didn't know he was sick today. Now, if you're sick, is it the COVID-19? You know what I mean? It's not sick to want to go back in Sweden. I don't know. I did not read that. So something. Breaking news. The NHL players will still be going to the Olympic if they still do to choose to. Yes. That's what my thinking about this. And I'll be honest with you guys. Forget China right now. Forget China. I don't understand people, China, COVID, everything like that. We want to see, look, some of you are really younger to me, all right? You know, maybe Johnny, me, and Tap are really old here. Old, that's another question, but we are older. We saw Crosby play with Lemieux. I still have tears when I saw the goal of Lemieux, Gretzky, and our Chuck. We have an opportunity right now, the next couple of months, to see McDavid, McKinnon, Crosby together. This is a dream. Before I die, I can see 3 amazing great players represent Canada. That's my dream. I understand the effect of COVID. I understand the China. But as the fan, I want this. Now, it's another subject when we do the way I'm talking about. But as a fan, I would love to see it. I want the best player play against each other. It's unique. It's amazing. And hopefully this happens. But we want this to be helped. We want to be sure we have no problem. We want to be sure it's the most secure for the players and for all the team. And that's what they are right now. The players going to get some this. My biggest worries is now Crosby said, I don't want to go. And then Ovechkin, I don't want to go. And then Panarin don't want to go. And then you have another players. Then some he goes, don't go. And now it's not become the best of the best. If they have Olympics, I want the best over there. I want the best player on the planet play hockey for 3 weeks. That's what I'm going to. That's what I'm looking for. Do you think Fleury passed on wins? Yes, Mr. Ron with Kings 20. Great question, by the way. No, not sick, coach. Home sick. No, Johnny. First of all, thank you. I apologize for my English. It's not always good, Johnny. No, I believe the situation with Norlander is said, look, boys, let me play hockey. If you don't want me to play hockey, let me go back home. That simple conversation like this, everything like that. And that's what you do. And right now, Deschamps does not want him. When I heard a coach say, oh, we protect the kids. No, you destroy the kids. You don't protect him, you destroy the kid. That's different for me and my language. Because you want to let the kid learn, let him play hockey. The only way you develop in hockey at any level, 7 years old, 20 years old, junior, college, NHL, junior, you have to play. It's not on the bench you're going to develop. It's not in the stand you're going to develop. You're going to suffer as a team to lose game because you play with the young. But the only way to learn is to play hockey on the ice. So when someone tell me I protected him, I cannot use him to get there. This is bullshit for me. Let the play kid let play hockey. China is going to win a gold in hockey. The Strange 2020 is not over yet. Hey, I'm not old. I'm experienced. No, you have wisdom, my friend. Because you will always live on. Legion status, matches in Keep and Kane. Joy. Yeah, of course, Joy. I was just talking for Canada, but of course. And, Ovechkin, Kaprizov. And, that's be amazing. You are not the old coach. You have a good shot older. Okay, you. They will have a Canada Cup if Olympic don't happen. They talk about, someone mentioned yesterday or today, just bring them, everybody in Toronto. That's what he said. I agree, coach, let the young develop. Yes, that's the way I see that. So I cannot wait for the Olympics. Yes, my first experience here on the YouTube channel, I dream about the Olympics to do it. Whatever the game will be at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'll be on. You know what I mean? Like the World Junior Championship. I dream about this at the end of the month. I'm going to do all the game I can. Right? And we're going to do it. And our top is 25 years old. Absolutely right. We don't know. Andy Rebacek. Are you people sleeping on the wall? Not allowed, Mr. Andy. First of all, Mr. Andy, I believe this is your first time in the show. We'll welcome you. Second thing, hopefully you're going to subscribe. And thirdly, you're going to click on the like. And like I mentioned here often, the people in NHL, many fans, everybody never consider the Minnesota Wild until they beat the Toronto and they beat Edmonton. It is now 8 straight. They are the number 1 team in NHL. And I feel that if you're going to make a mistake, if you sleep on the Minnesota Wild at that moment, they are one of the best teams, the more excited team to watch, to look, and it's a more team where they have a lot of downside inside that team. Sometimes you don't need the best of the best. You need a group of players together to do the right things, and Dean Everson behind the bench make that team better. And they have the right personal role inside that team. I feel they are an amazing, great team on my eyes, Mr. Andy. I'm only 25 3-time, Roger. Here we go. That's the way to see that. I wish Eagle fan my clothes from 60s are back in the style, Johnny. All right, my friends. I thought Florida was still number 1 record. Eagle. Yes, but at that moment, Mr. Eagle, I'm talking about the standing at that moment. My power ranking is right now Minnesota's coming next week. How I'm all I saw since 600 Cup, Richard. Me too, I saw the the 76. I see 72 also. I was at the school during 72. They bring a big TV, roll the big rec TV, and the class. Big giant TV, square, black and white. And I was sit the TV upstairs, and we watched the Canada versus Russia, 1972. The summit, the series summit. We saw Phil Esposito slash the ankle of the Russia players. Then we saw the Evan Cournoyer, Paul Anderson goal, 6-5, and the Canada win against the Russia, the series of 8 games. Here we go. Sorry about that. It was just an excitement series for me. How about that? So for the old people like me, we remember 72. I was young, but I was as the class. And every school, everywhere, they shut down. And if you are at the school, they put the TV on and you listen to that. Pretty amazing. Until then, my friend, this is the end of the show. I'm telling you right now, guys, if you stay there, and I will stay here all night, all day. I don't know why. I just love to talk about hockey all the time. It's over 60 minutes. Sometimes I come in the morning and say, okay, what I can do, what I'm going to talk about. I'm not nervous to bring subject. It's just something I want to follow up with the update, what's going on around the league. But you guys, you always feed me the chat with new subject and new question, and that's what I love here. You know, if you do radio, the radio show, it's not the same. You don't have the chance to communicate with people. You only bring what you have, the contents of what's going on. But when you have a show like this, you feed the direction of that show with your question. And that's make the difference right here. That's what I said to you the morning. I love it also because the morning we can talk. It's not only compare the game and who play, everything like that. The 5 o'clock is a prediction where Inota bring a lot of contents over there. But the show in the morning, I love it because we can talk about hockey. Remember the 75 New evening, December 71, the final score 3-3. Jacques Lemaire versus Tretiak, Ken Dryden versus Arlamov Makarov. Bien, of course, Phil Gervais. Mr. Phil Gervais, guy, is from Winnipeg, Manitoba. Very great human being, a great dad, with an amazing, great son. And Winnipeg, I have a chance and opportunity to coach during a summer camp over there. And that's how I meet Phil. Of course, I'm getting old, Mr. Phil. I don't have to hide this, what my face telling you right now. I'm not young anymore. But welcome aboard, Phil. And yes, we love you, coach. Keep up the great work. So Roger Dene, Al versus Richard, best game ever. Yes, sir, Roger. Was this the Soviet Union? Yes, the CCCP on the front jersey. About that. Vladislav, we learned about the Vladislav Tretiak was unbelievable. And for the Russia and the Fitzizov, the Arlamov, the Makarov, it was unbelievable team. And the speed, the regroup, it was unbelievable to watching this. I still remember those games to watch for sure. So again, it was called the Beast Blood in the World by a Russian coach. After that, talking about the Russian coach, I believe it was Tarasov. Oh my God, is it Tarasov? No. Jeez, I cannot remember his last name. But he turned today 104 years old today, by the way, the coach for the Russia. Tikhonov. Jesus. I still see his face right now in front of the bench. I just see the picture of him this morning to celebrate his birthday. Anyway, that was talking about him. Guys, I love you. First of all. Secondly, I wish you an amazing, great Friday. But before we leave, we want to remind you one more thing. You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Tikhanov, Mr. 951, you show up at the right time to save my life, Mr. Tikhanov. You're absolutely right about this, 951. Thanks for joining us, 951. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes before you go. And I wish you an amazing, great afternoon, guys. We see you at 5 o'clock afternoon with In Our Tap. Going to be there with another warm-up show. Until then, enjoy Tarazav, watching play 90s and Ds. You're right, well enough. Until then, have an amazing, great day. And I will see you at 5 o'clock. Until then, be well and be well and be healthy. Here we go.
As they walk from house to house.
Have a good one, Rich. Salut, Monica. Bonne pratique, mon homme. Stop time change. 951. 5 o'clock p.m.
Merry Christmas Day. We're chasing snowflakes as they're falling down, and follow Rudolph all across the town. Later we meet under the mistletoe, while Santa's busy saying ho ho.
Thank you, Valeo.
We're feeling jolly, eating Christmas cake, and then we go skating on the frozen lake, saying hi to every friendly face. And later we warm up by the fire.